Yo, what's up lads? It's Tom. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about how to master your day like a CEO and actually achieve everything you want with your business. Because so many people have these big goals, but they don't seem to come into reality. And the reality of that is because your day right now and in the past, so the last 6 months, 12 months, 3 years leading up to where you are now, your diary simply just hasn't represented what it should do to achieve the goals you want. And that is the reason you're not where you are and where you want to be right now. So what we need to think about is how can we actually get into our day the essential things to get the outcomes. For every cause, there is an effect. So we just need to reverse that back and think, okay, what causes do we need? Because right now, I can imagine you're watching this video feeling burnt out, feeling like you don't have much time, feel like you're working on a lot of things, you're always busy, but you're not getting results. Certain tasks you want to do aren't getting completed or not consistently. You have like 5 days where you manage to get it done and then you just revert back to old habits because it's just not sustainable and you're just not getting the progress you want. And you probably got people complaining at you about your balance with work and personal life, whether you've got a girlfriend or whatever. Now, I do understand there has got to be sacrifice when it comes to success. You might not get to spend 6 hours a day with your friends, and that's normal. But there still has to be all elements of life fulfilled, and you can still progress with the business. So health, wealth, love, and happiness. And honestly, if you nail all of them, you win. So this is what I'm going to say to you to start off this video, guys. We need to understand what areas of your business would give you the biggest leverage to move forward. So there's a great book out there called The One Thing. And there's another great book actually, which is very similar, just a slightly different spin on things. And it's called The Essentialist or Essentialism. Can't remember which variation of it is. But they're both great books. And they basically discuss that 80% of your results are going to come from like one major thing. And these days, everybody's got shiny object syndrome. I'm guilty of it. Something pops up, oh, you need to do this to grow your business. You need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this 6-hour morning routine. You need to do this with marketing, you need to do this in your content, you need to do this with sales, you must put this in your product. And everyone's diaries, whether you're just starting out or whether you've been going a while, it's easy to get overcomplicated and you've just got loads of 10-minute tasks, random tasks all the way through the day. But like we said, 80% of results are going to come from literally one thing, which is crazy. So we need to figure out what those big levers are, what that one thing is, and start building it into your day. So you should not have loads of tiny little tabs in your diary. I personally break my day, my calendar down these days into major blocks. So I almost imagine in every day, I've got 3 days. Now you may have seen some videos and they say you should have 4 days in one day. I know there's been some very hyper successful people that have done that as well. And I'm all for that. I am a big believer in just breaking it into big blocks rather than tiny pieces. For me, I just go for 3 days. So I've got over here on my whiteboard actually, I've got my day 1, my day 2, my day 3. So my day 1 is 4 a.m. till 9 a.m. Day 2 is 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. and day 3 is 2 p.m. till 7 p.m. And I will be honest with you guys, that day 3 sometimes can run over for sure with calls and take me to about 8:30, 9 p.m. in all honesty. But if we keep it simple, I've got 5 days of work in one day. And I basically break it down into, I've got 3 major levers in my business. One is the biggest priority. And then I've got 2 and 3, which are also number 2 and 3, which are essential, okay? So I've got the one thing, which is gonna guarantee my future with the business, the growth of the business. And then I've got 2 and 3, which is gonna be fulfillment and calls. So effectively, day 1 for me consists of waking up, going a quick walk. I do work block 1, which is 3 hours, and then I've got a training session. So day 1, for me, when I say, okay, I've completed day 1, I finished day 1 at 9 a.m. Most people haven't even done anything, and I've literally completed my daily growth to guarantee I move forward every day by 9 a.m. And that's physique, mindset, and business. So I've got a work block done. For me in the morning, that's planning content. It's replying to any leads that have wanted to inquire for coaching or consultancy with the CEO program. And it's just helping all of those the next step through the process. Okay, day 2, 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. I've got a study block in there where I have one thing that I'm studying on at that moment. I don't do wide generalized study anymore. I think at the very start it's important, but right now I'm always like, okay, what's the biggest lever that I need that's going to give me the most leverage to move forward? And I will just study hard on that for 30 to 45 minutes every day. From there, I'll go into another work block, 3 hours, and then I'll try and get 30, 45 minutes of sun, a meal in, and that's day 2 completed. Okay? So that second work block for me is going to be filming content and client fulfillment. Nice and simple. Day 3 starts at 2 p.m. and goes till 7 p.m. And this is pretty much all going to be calls all the way through. So this may be calls with clients. So my consultancy clients from the CEO Mastery Program, build or scale clients, so taking people from 0 to 10K or 10K plus and scaling. And this is where we're going to be on 45-minute calls with clients. Absolutely love this. And we're breaking down everything with the business, reviewing, looking at the feedback, looking at the data, and setting strategy for the next week to move them forwards. So I've got those calls. I've also got some of the VIP calls. So from some of the physique clients, so the physique and mindset clients, if we've got catch-up calls scheduled, we've got those in. Team calls, whether that's with my marketing team, with the fulfillment team, so like head coaches, performance coaches, etc., or any other areas of the business. And then I've got calls for discovery calls. So I do the CEO discovery calls still in my business for the build and for the scale, just to see if someone's a good fit, if they've inquired, and obviously take them through the process, onboard them if they are a good fit, if we can help them get to their goals with online business. So that's my day 3. Ideally finish by 7. It gives me like an hour of downtime and switch off after work to just relax with the little puppy that I just bought and with the girl I'm seeing, and that's it. And then I get to bed nice and early, try and start getting ready for bed at like 8:30, into bed, back up 4 a.m, just before actually, and away we go again. So this is my Dubai routine. I break it down into 3 days, and I just try and win each day. So as opposed to seeing a day like this, I just win each third, if that makes sense. I've got 5-hour block, I need to win it. 5-hour block, I need to win it. 5-hour block, I need to win it. And it just keeps me in the present. So always just think about less but better. I basically just have 3 tasks. I've got a calls block, I've got a business fulfillment and development, and I've got a business growth block. That is it. Stop trying to put all these mini tasks in. Like I said, if you're completely rammed out all day and your diary is full, right, but you're not making progress, it's not that you need more new things in there necessarily, and you need to put them on top and you stress that they won't fit in there. You'd be better off just stripping back to 2 or 3 of the things rather than 15 things, and just putting 10 times more time into that thing, and that's going to give you the leverage back. So I'm a big believer in less but better. Putting your focus, if we've got this big beam of sun, put as much of the beam into just a couple of things that are required. So for me, we've got the business development, which is the product. We've got growth, which is pretty much going to come from content and basically improving what we've got. And then we've got sales, and we've got clients again on calls and getting them results, because obviously the reason we've grown how we have is because we get great results. All of those 3 things are important. One is important for growth. So in that growth block, we only do one thing. And then in the other 2 blocks, we're just working with people, okay? And the product. So just think about how can you do less things, but do all of them better. So break it down into those things. Think, if I was to do just my content better, what would I do? If I was to just work on my product, what could be better with my product? What could be better within our sales? What could be better within our fulfillment? Instead of trying to cram all these things in. I've been there, I've done that. I grew a lot, to be fair, and had a massive plateau when I hit a pain line just like this myself. And it weren't until I actually stepped back out and got some perspective on things that I realized that I was just wasting my time. I was doing tasks that didn't move me forward. It didn't make the product better to pay off in the long run. It didn't help the clients anymore. It weren't leverageable from a growth standpoint. It was just pointless stuff. So take accountability for your calendar and just understand that you're better off doing less things, not less hours necessarily, just less things, and putting more focus into how can you get more intensity, more productivity on each block, and thinking about creatively what could you do better with each of those things, and you will grow. All right. The last thing you want to do is be working on your business and be in the same place in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year, in 2 years. Even if you're maintaining right now, you are going backwards because time is not infinite. So if you're at 5K a month right now, 10K a month right now, 200 a month, but you're maintaining, you're going backwards. Unless you're in a cycle where you are heavily on product development and you're building something for the future and you're not trying to drive new clients in, and you are literally just building for the scalability in the future, if you are maintaining, you are going backwards. So you have to get very good at how that diary is set up and take accountability for it, because you are accountability for your diary, and your diary is your actions, and your actions create the results. From the results, you get some feedback. You can reiterate, just like we would on our weekly calls with the CEO clients. Okay, this is what we've done. This is the feedback. We're going to adjust. We're going to tweak. We're going to refine more of the good stuff, less of the bad stuff. Let's tweak this. And every week you should be getting better and moving forward. All right, guys. Hope that helps a lot. Keep it simple. Keep it efficient. Work on the big levers. You don't want little door swings. You want massive levers. That's what's going to move you forwards. All right. Don't get bogged down with all this ADHD bullshit of all these million tasks. You just need to work on the big tasks and do them better than everybody else. I'm not saying I'm the best in the world at this, but that's what I've found 100% with my business, and that's what's moved me forward. See you soon, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you've taken a lot of value from it. Let me know, have you hit a pain line where you felt like you're so busy, you can't get more things in the day, but you feel like you need more things to get where you want to go? Speak soon.